I actually don't think I use alternative processes. I just think I use photography. Lately, I've been using sustainable photographic techniques and processes naturally occurring in nature, such as photo bleaching, photoperiodism, and photosynthesis, to produce my artwork. That's not really an alternative understanding of photography. That's actually an etymological understanding of photography, a very basic, pure, or primitive understanding of photography. To me, using photographic processes and using photography allows me to explore questions on identity, ideology, and representation. The latest work, The Pigment Change, brings a reflection on sustainability, not only researching sustainable photographic materials, but also wondering about our sustainable future. So my latest work, The Pigment Change, focuses on this reflection on sustainability and only uses, as I was saying, processes naturally occurring in nature. It's divided in 4 chapters, and one of them, Family Album, uses my family archive to produce prints directly onto crest. Darker areas have received more light, and therefore the crest has produced more chlorophyll. I think the research on sustainable photographic processes is important because partly analog photography, or many of the chemicals that involve analog photography, are only going to get more and more restricted as climate pressure rises, but also environmental concerns are more obvious. I have also worked intensively with the wet collodion process. And by working with that process, I have realized how likely it is that actually the chemistry that collodion involves will be more and more restricted in future years. And if it isn't, it should be. Actually, a research that started in the 19th century. Scientists like John Herschel, but also Mary Somerville, and generally speaking, a community of scientists and artists researched together how pigments from flowers and plants could be used to make color photographs. So the beginning of sustainable processes, or the beginning of the research on sustainable photography, is as old as the 19th century, and the purpose was to be able to produce color photographs by bleaching pigments existing in nature. Now they realized it's not the most stable medium and maybe not the most archival one, so that research was sort of abandoned, or not abandoned, but it was put aside to leave place for chemical photography, which was more stable but also had more commercial possibilities. It was easier to exploit that part of photography and was more sellable. However, these days, maybe we don't need highly sellable photographs, or maybe we don't have the urge to spread images using chemical photography. There is a lot of technologies, including Instagram, that allow us to share images. Maybe we have more the urge to produce and live accordingly and harmoniously with the environment than to simply produce more. So I think it's good time to finish the 19th century research.